what news sources do you follow to know what's happening live? I look at everything. If I decide that okay, I want to take stock of what's happening, I give myself 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and I just surf all TV channels, all the news channels. You go to YouTube and it's live. You go there's live streams of all major media outlets, whether it's Indian media outlets or other media outlets, and you quickly scan what's happening and what they're saying. That's how I do it. And obviously, I have online sources as well that I read. So the right approach for me, from my perspective, is to have a 360-degree perspective. See what Indian channels are saying, see what Pakistani channels, if accessible, are saying, see what the West is saying, see what the Chinese are saying, see what the Russians are saying, see what everybody else is saying, see what the Arabs are saying, Al Jazeera. Get a 360-degree perspective. And I, because of my understanding, I know what perspective each media network has. I know what BBC will say about India. I know what Al Jazeera will say about India. I know what the New York Times will say. I know what the Washington Post will say. I know what Le Figaro will say. I know what Deutsche Welle will say. I know each channel has a specific approach towards India and the matters of the subcontinent. So if they are saying this, what does it really mean? I kind of can tell. It's something you develop over time with experience. So that's what I do, and then I get a proper perspective, and then I draw my own conclusions based on very specific data points, hard data points, which is typically numbers, which is typically based on numbers. So you can actually, uh, foresee scenarios and assign percentages to each scenario and that sort of thing. A forecasting methodology, which involves a bit of statistical analysis and predictive analysis. So that's kind of how I do things.